What's up, Star Child? The band and I are here for your download. There's been so much creative energy flying around here that the band asked me to break out the inner child oracles, see what you're working with. Keep that sacral energy, that creative energy high. If this is your first time backstage, welcome. We are so grateful that you're here hanging out with us. Please say hi to the other Star Tribe members in the comment section. So what's going on here today, Star Child? Become aware. Get lost. Yes. Go inward. Find your haven. You're being asked to get lost into your imagination by connecting to your inner child at this time. That's where the creative inspiration comes from, Star Child. And we have to enjoy the silence in those moments, those really amazing downloads, those sparks of inspiration come in the silence when we remove all media and distractions. Some people have a hard time sitting in silence. You're being asked to find your haven. There's a wondrous world just waiting for you. And find that haven to where you can be in that silence to explore your imagination with your soul child. You also have the card of becoming aware, listening to your body. What they're telling me is if you have a hard time being in silence, and I mean silence, we talk a lot about music on this channel, but sitting in complete silence, check in with your body, see where that's uncomfortable. Go in and identify that. Ask your body what that is, what that pain is, what that point of anxiety is, what that restlessness is, so that you can transmute it. All right, let's pull some symbols on these. Let's talk to going inward first, connecting with your inner child, connecting with the soul child. That part of you that just relishes in your imagination. What's the energy on this go inward card, please? Protection. Understanding that this is a safe space. Your imagination is a safe space. Silence is a safe space. This is where your inner child thrives. Protection card is number 1. Tell me more about this protection going inward. 4 of Swords, Ace of Cups, 5 of Swords. Why this 5 of Swords? 9 of Wands. What this is telling me, Star Child, is that it's hard to sit in the silence right now. Your mind might be running a little bit. To put your defenses up about something here, feeling a little defeated. With the 4 of Swords, probably healing something emotionally. And with the 9 of Wands, that's the wounded warrior energy. But the Ace of Cups are those healing waters. It's the sacredness of emotions. And you're being asked to go inward. Talk to your soul child about what this is, so that it can be transmuted and you can be free of it at this time. Because you're being asked to stay in that creative space and get lost in your imagination. Tell me what the soul child wants us to know about this Ace of Cups, please. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Sounds like some of you may need to let the healing waters flow. Let the tears flow. That's actually protecting your inner child by doing that, protecting the soul child. This is a lot of good emotional energy, though. That emotional energy is the intuitive energy that we need to get lost in our imagination. Tell me more about this getting lost in your imagination. The Emperor, the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you may be healing over a relationship at this time, and the Boundaries card came up. Getting lost in your imagination, hanging out with your soul child, allowing your imagination to run free should be a space that feels free. What this is telling me, star child, is that your emotions are running a little wild. Your imagination might be running a little wild about a relationship, protecting yourself, feeling the need to protect yourself where your heart has been hurt, because we have the Four of Swords here. This Emperor, King in Cups in reverse is the same energy. It's someone to the outside world who identifies as an emperor, but internally they're a King of Cups in reverse. They lack boundaries, lack emotional intelligence, can be emotionally manipulative. And when you sit in the silence, all you can think about is this. There's something that needs to be healed here. And there's a boundary that needs to be created with the boundaries and protection card. Your soul child wants you to create an energetic boundary with this and connect to that higher self, soul child, so that that silence can become beautiful again, star child. So that going inward can feel good. It's not a racing of the mind, but it becomes an exploration of the imagination. What more do we need to know about this boundaries card? Judgment. Nine of Cups and Justice. Judgment and justice back to back with the Nine of Cups, star child. What they're saying is a few things. Number one, you're very self-aware. You're so self-aware and have analyzed this particular person, this relationship to death, that it's tiring. It's tiring when you try to go into that quiet space because it's making your mind turn. It's creating obsessive thoughts. You're being asked to get back into your Nine of Cups energy. Nine of Cups is the joy energy, right? The joy on the way to the wish fulfillment. Judgment has been called on this situation, and justice is here. There's something going on with universal law. There's some kind of karmic balance that's going to come into play. But you can serve your own justice here by going inward and feeling into this. The Page of Cups. Yeah, you're very intuitive. Your soul child wants a little attention right now. And the King of Wands, so that you regain that King of Wands energy and become magical AF. I feel like you're in a lot of logic, you're in a lot of reasoning right now. There's a bit of avoidance of emotions because you're healing from something here. You're healing from a relationship. But your soul child's asking for some level of protection here, and that protection is exploring those emotions, enjoying the silence, transmuting that energy into something magical within your imagination. I'm not talking about limerence here. I'm talking about creativity and creating beautiful things. Find your haven. There's a safe space just, oh, geez. Giz, I'm so sorry. Giz is going through an emotional time too. Apparently, he just fell over that. Find your haven. There is a place of wonder just waiting for you. There's a safe space for you to go in and explore your inner child. Giz says when he thinks about his past relationship, it makes him feel like he wants to faint. Tell me more about finding this safe haven. Boundaries. You need to create some boundaries in order to find this safe haven. What they're telling me is that some of you may still live with this person. You may live with this human. You're going to have to create very strong boundaries so that there is a space, a room, a closet, something that is a safe haven for you to be able to enjoy the silence. and process some of this and connect with the soul child and get into your imagination. What more do we need to know around boundaries, around this safe haven? This is card number 26. This is also the card of 8. 8 is a card of communication. There's communication from your spirit guides and your answers and your ancestors in this safe haven. I said answers, where you're going to get some answers, Star Child. 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. Yes, Star Child. If this message resonates with you, you need that safe haven right now and need to create whatever boundaries necessary to find it. The 9 of Swords, I can feel the anxiety coming off of that card. There's been some deception here. There's been some treachery. But it's time to give to yourself with the 6 of Pentacles, no matter what's going on around you, Star Child. Tell me more about giving to self in this safe haven. Tell me more about giving to self in this safe haven. The Hierophant, the 3 of Wands, so that you can get out of these thoughts, you can get out of this loop, you can get out of this limerence and start using your imagination to broaden your horizons, Star Child. Why the Hierophant? 8 of Pentacles, because you're going to get some spiritual downloads that you're going to want to go to work on immediately. Other things to focus on, things to put your energy towards that are fruitful, Star Child. Your soul child's got some answers for you right now. So it's time to find that safe space to connect. Become aware and listen to your body. Tell us more about this. The body keeps the score. Star Child, you're closing off your emotions around this particular situation, this particular person at this time. That's protection, that's a boundary. But it is creating things within the physical body. Because there's something that needs to be released here. Like I said, it even felt like with that Ace of Cups, it just feels like those healing waters, those tears need to come. And if they don't, it's going to show up as a physical symptom in the body. We know this, okay? It's not in your mind. That body, mind, spirit, soul connection is real. What do we need to know about the wisdom of our bodies and being aware at this time? Time. Time and shift in the reverse came out. Star Child, time to yourself is really important right now. Your body's calling out to you. There's some physical symptoms that might be happening that you're not even aware of. There's some thoughts over here that you're having a hard time of shifting out of and getting back into that 9 of Cups energy. You're bothered that someone else is so unbothered. Why? There's something deeper there, Star Child. There's something deeper there that needs to be healed. Tell us more about this being aware of the body. Temperance, 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Start to become curious about your body, Star Child. Be patient with yourself. Start to heal the body because that's part of the 10 of Pentacles. We get to the 10 of Pentacles by listening to the body. Health is wealth and abundance. The 10 of Pentacles is about abundance. If we're not healthy, we can't create the other pentacles and manifest the other things that we want to. Feels like some of you are having some physical symptoms right now that are actually based in emotion. If the emotional body is healed, the physical body will heal. It's holistic. Everything is connected, Star Child. And you're showing up here as the King of Wands. Your soul child is crying out to you to get back into that magical King of Wands energy. Okay? And what they're telling me is there's just not wanting to go to that safe haven, not wanting to be in the silence, is because your thoughts go towards this previous relationship that you were in. It's time to get to the bottom of that and talk to your soul child about that and why they are so hurt by that and how that can be transmuted. You having that conversation with the soul child is actually protecting the soul child from that energy. I don't like that energy that Sky Witch is pulling in. It's uncomfortable for her too. She can feel the discomfort. She can feel the anxiety. They're asking me to pull another one of these inner child oracles. You have a 10 of Pentacles, Star Child. Health is on the way. Sometimes we get too systematic with healing and too systematic with health. Sometimes we're so in our head that we want to go in our head to solve the problem, when actually we need to go to the body. We need to go to movement in the body. The same thing if there's emotions that we don't want to touch. There's a physical movement to help transmute those and to help move it out of our body. And a lot of times that's through doing something creative. Listen, we've been following a lot of creative sacral energy right now. This feels like just one of those last pieces. That's another inner child card, please. Disappointment is not the end, Star Child. There is hope in the darkest of nights. That's the second 10 that we've received. That's 1010. There's a portal here. This relationship, this exiting, is not the end, Star Child. There's more on the horizon here. Your soul child has some answers for you about this. They have some answers for you about how to get back into your creativity. Because with this 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands, there's some kind of new work on the horizon. Now, our last message really harnessed a lot of this sacral energy, the last tarot reading, several tarot readings we've been doing. But the last one in particular, Bad Moon Arising, was really talking about refocusing that energy because you have so much sacral energy going on. So if that didn't resonate for you, I feel like this is hitting it. This is hitting that there's a disappointment here that your soul child wants you to get in a safe haven and process. Yeah, the World card. There's been an ending of a cycle here. The Hermit. And the 9 of Pentacles. You will come out of this in the 9 of Pentacles, Star Child. Closing a cycle, going into hermit mode, going into that quiet space, processing this, connecting with the soul child. Figuring out why you're so hurt by this. Because there's always a root, right? There's always a root. There's an underlying issue to what we see on the surface. And your soul child has an answer for you about where the root of this is. As you come out of hermit mode, once you find that and exit the silence, to go into the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is that self-abundant energy, Star Child. It's that deep relationship with self, that integration with self. We call it the mini empress. And the parrot on her hand is representative of the divine, of your divinity, and of your spirit guides. They will be with you in this safe haven. I really feel the energy on this reading that for some of you it's hard to get to that safe haven right now because of your current environment. Can you make it somewhere outside of your environment? Where can you go to enjoy the silence, Star Child? Because it feels like that is definitely the energy of this reading today. All right, let's pull a couple of symbols. And this is just nothing more than a little bump in the road because you have the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. You're already in the 8 of Pentacles, Star Child. You might feel not back for a moment, but whatever this is, you're going to come out in the Nine of Pentacles, and you're going to be headed towards your Ten of Pentacles. Can we get some final symbols to confirm this, please? Release, veiled, death, nature spirits. Confirmations here. There's been an ending. There's been an ending that's been really difficult. I can feel it. I can feel it in my heart chakra and in my solar plex. And there's something that's veiled here that needs to be released. Your soul child knows what that is. And they want to help you release that in order to embrace your imagination again towards these fruitful works and all this cool fire, sacred energy I have felt in you, Star Child. Nature spirits, you can't find that quiet place to make those boundaries in your home, in your immediate environment. Find a park. Find a place in nature to go where you can be alone and you can be around nature spirits and enjoy the silence. I can't think of a more beautiful place to enjoy the silence than the woods, Star Child. Your synchronicities on these final symbols is 42, 38, 36, and 39. As always, Star Child, I learned so much from you. I'm so grateful to be here with you, and I'll see you for your next energy check-in.